Hello and welcome to my WWE 2K25 match simulation of the World Heavyweight Championship match that was just announced on Raw this week for the upcoming Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. This is the challenger. And obviously on 2K25 Elimination Chamber was in Perth. But in real life this year, it will be in Chicago, the hometown of the champion. So, challengers up against it. Finn Bálor. Now, what's interesting is the WrestleMania World Heavyweight Championship match was actually announced before this one. So, obviously, the fair assumption to make is that if Finn Bálor is to win the World Heavyweight Championship at Elimination Chamber, it will simply become Finn Bálor versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the title. However, I think it's an even safer assumption to make that Finn Bálor is just simply not going to win an Elimination Chamber. But this match simulation could go either way. And with that in mind, if Finn Bálor wins this simulation and wins the World Heavyweight Championship in the game, in this video, right now, I will, because I really don't think this match is going to happen in real life, immediately do the match simulation for Finn Bálor versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to see who the game thinks would leave in that scenario with the World Heavyweight Championship. We've already done, as I say, Finn Bálor versus Roman Reigns, so you can find that on the channel once you're done here. Wait, did I say Finn Bálor? I meant CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. We've already done the announced World Heavyweight title match for WrestleMania, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. But finish up here first because you might get to see both potential timelines simulated, which will be a lot of fun. So, Finn Bálor in the ring, awaiting his soon-to-be hometown defending champion. That is Mr. Charles Montgomery Punk. And here comes the World Heavyweight Champion. And we get the CM Punk chants from the live audience because that's part of the game. But I can't help but assume that we will have a very loud crowd in terms of the reception for CM Punk in Chicago. They do tend to like a hometown guy, and I think CM Punk is one of the most hometown guys in wrestling history. Like, when I think of like wrestlers that have like unanimous support in their hometowns, I think of your Sami Zayns, your Bret Harts, your CM Punks are like the primary names that come to mind. Let me know in the comments who you think of. Also, let me know in the comments who you think is going to win this match. I think it's pretty clear cut that that man on your screen right now, CM Punk, is going to retain. But you might have a different opinion. Feel free to let me know that you think Finn's going to win, or you might agree. Let me know that you agree and why. I think the reason why Punk's going to win is because simply they've already advertised the very much marquee match, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, which could very well main event night 2 of WrestleMania. And with the greatest respect in the world to Finn Bálor, based on recent years and recent positioning within the company, Finn Bálor versus Roman Reigns would feel like a step down in terms of marquee value, right? I would love for Finn Bálor to get to the point where he feels like the same level as those guys. I'd be a big fan of that. But right now, just looking at the product and how people are presented, he's not. He's not on that level. And it's a real shame. I like to sometimes consider alternate timelines, and I think there's a hell of an alternate timeline where Finn Bálor doesn't get injured in the match where he becomes the first ever Universal Champion. And I think this landscape of WWE could look very different if that were the case. Now, the silent ring announcers doing the introductions. I think we've already had Bálor, by the way the camera focused on him. Yep, and now we're getting Punk introduced. And there you go. Holds the prize aloft. That's what they're fighting for. CM Punk hands the belt over to the referee. Referee shows Finn Bálor, this is what you're fighting for. Let's go. Let's do this. Balor's ready. CM Punk's ready. Having a quick poo before his match. And he, wow, runs across the ring, sprints at Finn Bálor, hits a float over neckbreaker. CM Punk off to a hot start in this one. But now Bálor, oh no, Bálor ran in for the basement dropkick and Punk avoided it. So advantage Punk well and truly in this one so far. Bálor fights off CM Punk. Big right. Now, going into a headlock. Oh, referee couldn't see that. That cheap shot right into the face of CM Punk. And Finn Bálor not going to be afraid to take a cheap shot or two. A shortcut. Springboard drop kick by Bálor. Now, goes for a pin. Forearm in the face. Makes it just that little bit more uncomfortable. A little bit more painful. And a little bit harder to kick out. Oh, great dodge by Punk though off that elbow drop. And then runs in with almost a Shining Wizard looking thing. Now, they lock up in the middle of the, well, in the corner of the ring, in fact. And now, look at this. Finn Bálor overpowering CM Punk. CM Punk's got a size and reach advantage, but with the physique of Finn Bálor, it wouldn't surprise me if he is a tiny bit stronger, in fact, than CM Punk. And look at this, yeah, shoves Punk down. 2 displays of strength from Bálor. Now, Punk underneath. Into the arm wringer. And now rotates through again and wrenches the arm. Reapplies the pressure, doubly so. Extra pressure on Bálor's elbow and shoulder at this point. And now Punk turns it back into a hammerlock. Puts all the pressure into the shoulder joint now of Finn Bálor. Wrenching away. Finn Bálor's in some trouble here. Pulled him away from the ropes with that as well. If you notice, he turned him towards the centre of the ring and then sweeps the legs. Oh, but Bálor dodges the lockup. And snapmare takeover with a kick to the back. Running heel kick by CM Punk takes down Bálor. And I would say, other than the couple of displays of strength. Oh, Anaconda Vice locked in early in the match. And Bálor still has the wherewithal and the means to knee his way out of the Anaconda Vice. But yeah, I would say that Punk has had the vast majority of the advantage, except for a couple of displays of strength. But that Liger Bomb changes everything from Bálor, and Punk kicks out just before the counter 2. But now look at this, Bálor talking trash as CM Punk struggles to his feet. Gotta be careful tormenting CM Punk. He's proven himself time and time again, multiple time world champion in WWE. Double foot stomp to the standing Punk by Finn Bálor. Maybe a precursor to the coup de grace. Uh-oh. Final cut takes down Punk. But Bálor now building some momentum against the champion. He's finally getting the advantage. The offensive initiative is with Bálor. Scooping a slam out the corner. And now heads up very quickly to the top turnbuckle. But Punk stirring, trying to get back to his feet. No coup de grace for Bálor just yet. Oh, well, I say that, but he hits one when Punk's standing. 1, 2. Oh, Punk just about rolls the shoulder, but that was real close to us having a new World Heavyweight Champion. Kick to the leg. Sling blade. Rolls through. Basement drop kick to the side of the head. And combination offense by Bálor. Oh, back elbow by Punk. Now sends Bálor over the top rope. I was about to say off the ropes, but no, Bálor all the way to the outside, and Punk follows him, of course. Champion's advantage with CM Punk. I don't believe this match has been announced with any sort of stipulation. I'm running it as a regular singles match. So if CM Punk loses by disqualification or count out, or if there's a double count out, CM Punk will retain the championship. Oh, look at that. Bálor trying to be tricky, but Punk saw it coming. Oh, but when he was trying to steady himself and turn around on the turnbuckle, Bálor got him, knocked him off. But yeah, the advantage goes to CM Punk. He doesn't actually have to win this match to retain the title. No, but he's going to try to anyway. Go to sleep right in the middle. Into the pin. 2. Oh, Bálor rolls the shoulder. Great resilience by Finn Bálor. But now Punk out onto the apron, and he's got plans for Finn Bálor when he eventually gets to his feet. And there's a springboard clothesline. He didn't get all of it, and look, he's hurt his arm with that because he didn't connect quite right with the clothesline. Maybe hyperextending the elbow very slightly. And that could be a problem for Punk. Oh, they both went for leg kicks, but Bálor just about got there first. But Punk fires back with a big combination. And a Falcon Arrow. Pin him. Nobody kicks out of that. Now, Bálor down. Punk up on the top turnbuckle. Elbow drop off the top. Hits it with the left, you might notice. Wait, what's happening? JD McDonough is coming out here. But yeah, Punk had to hit the elbow drop off the top with the left because he might have hurt his right arm with that clothesline, that springboard clothesline. But now JD McDonough distracting Punk. But as soon as Bálor grabbed him, Punk reverses. Back elbow by Bálor. Springboard. Oh, just into a punch. My goodness. And JD McDonough, Finn Bálor's Judgment Day brethren, coming in clutch. There's the coup de grace. And we're going to have a new World Heavyweight Champion. 1, 2, 3. Finn Bálor picks up the title thanks to JD Don't Google me. My goodness. Okay, well, let's do the Roman Reigns match, shall we? There, Finn Bálor gets the World Heavyweight title. And there's a scene that a lot of people would like to see. Let's do the Reigns match, shall we, at WrestleMania? Alright, and we're doing this match in the same video because I don't believe I'm going to need to run this match simulation. I firmly believe CM Punk is going to retain the World Heavyweight Championship at Elimination Chamber and go on to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. If I'm wrong, then I will eat these words and I guess maybe upload this match simulation as a separate video when this match is announced instead. But yeah. The challenger at WrestleMania, the winner of the Royal Rumble 2026, the OTC, original Tribal Chief, the one Tribal Chief. Throw your ones up for Roman Reigns. He makes his way out slowly and methodically, but mostly slowly, confidently, but also, did I mention, really slowly. Got some pyro as his one goes up. So let me know in the comments as well, if Finn Bálor were to win the World Heavyweight Championship at Elimination Chamber, do you think they would still go on and do this match? Or do you think Roman would change his mind and bury Finn? And if they do go on and do this match, who do you think would win? I think it's a really tricky one to call, right? Because Roman Reigns probably isn't going to be around on like a full-time schedule after WrestleMania. So putting the World Heavyweight Championship on him doesn't really help progress stories centered around that belt. But it's also kind of tricky for me anyway to imagine from his current starting position in the roster, Finn Bálor defeating CM Punk and Roman Reigns back-to-back on PLEs. Like, that just doesn't feel like it's in the cards for Finn Bálor. So, if this were to happen, I think this match would be incredibly difficult to predict. But do feel free to let me know your predictions in the comments. And this is what's fun, right? This is what's really fun about simulating the matches, is creating these potential alternate timelines that maybe you don't even really believe are possible. And yet, here we are. Here we are, about to see Roman Reigns challenge Finn Bálor. Look at all the ones up in the crowd. But we're about to see Reigns challenge Bálor at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. In this, what I assume will be confirmed to be alternate timeline. Watch, I'll be completely wrong. I'll be eating my words. I'll be eating my words after Elimination Chamber when World Heavyweight Champion Finn Bálor is cutting a promo and Roman Reigns interrupts him, or vice versa. But he's finally in the ring. I think I managed to fill that incredibly long entrance reasonably well. Now, let's get Finn Bálor out here with the title, which, by the way, he earned as a result of JD McDonough's interference. Let me know if you would like to see a grudge match between CM Punk and JD McDonough, maybe even at WrestleMania. I could simulate that in another video. Could be a little bit of fun. But here's Bálor wearing that World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, when Finn Bálor debuted on the main roster, he defeated Roman Reigns en route to becoming the first ever Universal Champion. So, certainly not unheard of, but in 2026, it very much feels like Roman Reigns' stock has done nothing but rise since then. And Finn Bálor's has, honestly, never been higher than in that moment. He's never quite got back to that level when he came back from his injury, unfortunately. But I would love to see this happen. Now, I mean, okay, I say I would love to. I don't actually watch WWE. But what I mean is, I really like Finn Bálor. I would love to see him like back on top, getting his flowers, being a world level champion of either variety in WWE. Yeah, I'd be quite happy for him. I'd be very happy for him. I wasn't watching New Japan when Prince Devitt was running riot over there. But from the moment he came into NXT with all the fanfare, and I was like, okay, let's check this guy out because everyone's really excited. I don't know what the hype is quite about because I've not watched him, but everyone's real excited. Let's check this guy out. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm sold. This guy's great. So, and by all accounts, he was watered down from day one in WWE. So, yeah. So bring back the real rock and roller. Give him that World Heavyweight Championship, by all means. I'm not sure they would ever do it now, at this exact moment, but like later in the year. Sure, why not? Now, the introductions. The only problem with putting the title on the line in WWE 2K25 is you can't toggle this nonsense on and off. Even though I've turned the voices off, it still does the introductions just silently. It'd be great if I could save some time by simply not doing these. But here we are. Bálor versus Reigns. Introduce the champion next. Anytime you like. There we go. Oh, boos for Bálor. The saying boo earns Finn, don't worry. But after the way in which he won the World Heavyweight Championship, not overly surprising that he might be booed here. Unpopular way to win a title via outside interference from the Judgment Day. But interestingly, Roman Reigns for his entire nearly 4-year reign. Oh my god, big boot right to the face of Bálor. But for the entirety of that, he had the bloodline backing him up. And now, in 2026, he's got a somewhat of a relationship with the Usos once again. But he's got nowhere near the backup that Finn Bálor now has in the form of the Judgment Day. So could Bálor use Reigns' own tactics against him to retain here? Time will tell, as Finn Bálor has Roman Reigns down. Stomp on the midsection. Honestly, wouldn't have put it completely past him to just full-on stomp on the crotch of Roman Reigns, get disqualified and keep the title. Oh, Finn misjudges that slingshot badly, and now Roman Reigns going to take advantage. He's got Bálor up. Flapjacks him down. Now, brings Bálor back to his feet. Oh, might have been a mistake. Reversal by Bálor, but back elbow by Reigns. And now sends Bálor into the corner. Oh, and eats a back elbow of his own. Snapmare takeover by Bálor, and a kick to the back. Right down the line where that tattoo meets blank skin. Meets blank canvas. Now, going for the pin. One, referee slapping Roman Reigns. I think on the shoulder, not quite as bad as sometimes when they slap him right in the face. But still, a bit aggressive there, Jessica Carr. Which, by the way, sounds like a Shooting Stars nickname for a guest called Jessica. And they just go, Jessica Carr. They, like, repeat the syllable to make it sound like a crow or something. But no, that's her name, Jessica Carr. Anyway, Finn Bálor trying to remove the head of the table with that neck crank. And talking trash as he stumbles to his feet. But they've locked up, and yeah, Reigns with the definite size and strength advantage in this one. Off the ropes goes Bálor. Basement drop kick. Yeah, you've got to use your speed here if you're Finn Bálor. Oh, knee drop to the face. I thought he was thinking a really early coup de grace, but no. Mixing it up to try and catch Roman Reigns off guard. Follows it up with an elbow drop. Kick to the leg. Other leg. Midsection. Midsection again. DDT. What a combination by the champion. And Reigns in trouble, crawling into the corner, but then kicks upwards and kicks Finn Bálor away. But Bálor still pretty fresh. Dodges the Superman punch. Great counter wrestling by Finn Bálor. Reverse of the Irish Whip and a clothesline by Reigns. And unlike the one in the Punk match, that one caught really flush. Now, stomping on the hand. Repeatedly, in fact. But Bálor kicks off Roman Reigns. They've been going really back and forth in this one. No one's really had like a prolonged period of dominance in this match, I would say. We're jockeying for position now, and Reigns has Bálor up. No, Bálor counters into the falling reverse DDT. Now, daring Roman Reigns to get to his feet from the apron. Springboard drop kick. Very nice from Bálor. Now the stomp on the midsection. Just applying the pressure through the foot into the abs of Roman Reigns. Now Reigns in great condition, so he's got some good protection against that, but still, it's a lot of weight on you. But now look at this, the roll up. No, Bálor reverses at 1, 1, 2. Oh, Reigns reverses. You don't see Reigns engaging in this kind of wrestling very often. The back and forth roll-ups, and Bálor kicks out Reigns with a body blow. Much more like Reigns' MO, but he gets hit with the final cut by Bálor. Knife edge chop, second one. Big right. Uh-oh, going to take him down into looking like a Fujiwara armbar. Yeah, he seems to have it locked in, but Reigns rolls through. Oh, and a knee right to the head just before Finn Bálor could really start to apply the pressure and put Reigns in a lot of trouble. Bálor scoops up Reigns. No, counter. DDT. And now Reigns feeling ready. Uh-oh. He's going for the guillotine. He's won many a match during his lengthy world title, Universal and WWE title reign. But no, Bálor managed to bridge out. Very nice counter, in fact, and dodges the spear. I think he got a drop kick into Reigns. Oh, but another drop kick doesn't take Reigns down. Bálor going for a guillotine of his own, it looks like here, and Reigns fights out of it immediately. Sends Bálor off the ropes, and a spear on the rebound. And that might be all she wrote for the seemingly very short World Championship reign. No, he kicks out. Rolls the shoulder at 2. He kicks out of a go-to-sleep at Elimination Chamber. Now he's kicked out of a spear at WrestleMania. Finn Bálor on the run of his career, quite possibly here. Reigns scoops him up, slams him down out of the corner, right in the middle of the ring. Now Bálor struggling to get to his feet. Oh, blocks the right hand though. Open hand chop onto the chest of Reigns. Oh, he went for the standing coup de grace, but Reigns held onto the ropes and avoided it. Oh, but speaking of avoiding it, Finn Bálor out of the way of the spear. Great counter wrestling by both men. They know each other's arsenal. They've done their homework. Oh, Bálor looked like he was going for a pile driver then. However, Roman Reigns countered out of it. Reigns signaling once again. He wants something big here against Finn Bálor. He's going to drag him over into the far corner. Oh, the repeated clotheslines. We've seen this from Reigns over the years. And a short arm clothesline out of the corner. And now goes for the pin. Jessica Carr slides around. And that's it. The short arm clothesline. Roman Reigns has adopted the Rainmaker, it would seem. And wins the World Heavyweight Championship with it. So let me know. Is this what you expect to happen on the road to WrestleMania? Finn Bálor wins the world title, then loses it to Roman Reigns at Mania. Who's got that as their predictions? Not me, but let me know in the comments if you do. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're new here. I do lots of simulations of upcoming wrestling events, as well as other themed and whatnot simulations as well. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been PokÉBEZA, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.